Got Coach Childress.
Hey, Coach. There in both of those extra innings, what was kind of your thought process in putting Dukas on and loading the bases, and how much faith did you have in that moment that y'all did get out of it, but then didn't in the second?
Well, we didn't want him to beat us. We wanted the guy that was behind him to beat us, and I can go to sleep feeling pretty good about that. It did work one time. Then Arnold got the big hit coming off the bench against Jaws there late, but you know, that was the situation. We had the opportunity, left on left matchup sitting for us on deck, and that was the decision right there.
What was kind of the conversation with the team after a loss like this?
Well, I mean, they emptied the tank. I mean, we played as hard as we could possibly play, and so did LSU. We had just an absolutely heroic performance out of the bullpen with Moon Menifee and Chandler Jazawak, and really the game was decided in the fifth inning. I was 2 hitters too late getting to Moo, and thought we could squeeze another inning out of Bryce, and we come in and load the bases with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth, chance to take the lead, and we don't put the ball in play. So that ended up being the difference in the game.
I know every game that y'all wanted to come into was a must-win coming into it, but did y'all know that Auburn had beat Missouri by the end of the game, and the pressure was on in that sense?
I did. I don't know if the team did, but, you know, that's why we did what we did. As far as Chandler Jazawak needed to be on the mound to decide that game, and that's who I wanted, and I'm sure that's who everybody else in the locker room wanted as well. So
what's kind of the mentality that you take with the team going into tomorrow with a game that means a lot to the seniors, but might not mean a lot to the standings?
Well, they've got an opportunity to get to 30 wins. We've got an opportunity to win a series against an LSU team, which is a conference rival. And like you said, an opportunity to go out and play for 13 guys being recognized. Tomorrow, they're giving an awful lot to Texas A&M baseball. So they'll get our very best shot tomorrow.
Coach, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Travis.
Coach, you said you were late going to Menifee, but Menifee gives you 4 1/3 innings hitless relief. What did you see from him that was so good, so incredible from him?
Well, it was much like last week against Auburn. I mean, he was super last week against Auburn, and certainly was heroic again tonight in his performance on the mound for us. He did an amazing job, and just couldn't be more proud of him or Chandler. I mean, both those guys pitched their heart out tonight and gave us a shot.
Coach, the decision to hit and run with Honer, or at least it looked like a hit and run with Honer and Blom in the 8th. What was the thought process in that, and why was that on with those particular players?
Well, just going for it. We're going for the win and want to start the runner up. And know when he was going to the plate and thought we'd get a pitch, it was out over the plate, and it was a tough pitch to handle. It was up about head high, and it was a tough pitch. But we were going for the win. I mean, we were trying to just start it up, create some pressure, and try to win the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Hey, Coach. Ryan Faulkner with the Battalion here. Y'all had an awesome first 2 innings, especially with the offense, in all those runs, excuse me. Can you just talk a little bit about that, just offensive power and what you wanted from the team within those first couple innings, doing stuff like that?
Well, we couldn't have started any better, and as good as we were out of the bullpen, LSU was just a tick better than us, and the 2 guys that they went to got a hold. And like I said earlier, I mean, in the 5th inning there, we had a chance to put a ball in play and take the lead, and we just didn't do it. I mean, their guy made a pitch and was able to get off the field there without a score with bases loaded and 1 out.
Absolutely. And then you sort of touched on it already. Even though there's no championship tournament going into this, tomorrow's game is still very important for your seniors, especially. It's the last time suiting up in the maroon and white. What does this mean for those players, especially just being able to play for you and for that team one last time?
You bet. I mean, it's like I said earlier. I mean, got a chance to get to 30 wins, won a series against LSU, and 13 guys that have poured their heart and soul into this program during their time here that we're playing for tomorrow. So there's a lot on the line. I'm looking forward to that, and I know our players will by 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Yep.
Anything else for Coach? Thanks, and give him.
Thanks.